What is happening? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, there are other people in here too. Can you guys hear me? Somebody let me know. Oh, now I can hear it echoing back. So you must be able to hear me. Let me turn this down. So, is your volume up though? Sorry, guys. Let me. Okay, I can still hear the echo back. Can you guys hear that echoing back, or is it just me? I need to go find my loud and clear now. Okay. Is it echoing back though? Because it's not muting it from my phone, so I'm hearing an echo back. And I don't know where the other earbuds went, the ones that I have that fit into my iPhone, because they have my little lightning adapter on them, and I don't know where those went to. Okay, well, that's good that there's no echo. Okay, well, then in that case, I will continue on. Okay, so anyone else that's here, thank you for being here. I see that there's 3 people in right now, so I appreciate that so much. And so where I was going with that though is that God has just put a lot on my heart today that I really wanted to share. And also my voice, I am losing my voice, so I apologize for that. That's the one good thing about this podcast equipment, only that I don't know how to do it yet, but I know there's a way that I could adjust my audio to make my voice sound a little better and not so scratchy, but I just don't know how to do that yet. So, anyway, let's see here. Things that I wanted to discuss. So, for the DIY channel today, I've been working on, let me see my notes here. I've been working on some of the, I've been working on houseplant videos and, mushroom growing videos, things like that. I've got a bunch more that I'm working on. And then I got distracted and started pulling up my favorite house plans and looking through all of those photos. So I started a video on that. But while I was doing all of that, I was listening to some of my favorite YouTubers that are really good about being encouraging. And I like listening to, they both do a lot of live streams, and I like jumping in on those and listening to some of the things that they're saying because it just motivates me. So, anyway, as I was listening to those today, God was really talking to me through all of that and putting some things on my heart that I just really wanted to come and discuss. And I wanted to do that on this channel, which is the Second Mile Journey channel, because over on our other channel, the DIY channel, that's the one that we are actively trying to grow. But I don't, over there, I don't wanna mess up the algorithm or anything, so I try to keep just home and garden related stuff over on that channel. But that is the channel that is growing the most and that we're having a lot of success with. Um, so over on this channel, Second Mile Journey, is where we are sharing, like, more of our faith, more of our personal story, and, some of the things that, um some of the analytics from the other channel, things like that. So, in the past though, I started a series last year talking about revelation and end times, eschatology and everything. And I started that series, and something that I was watching today, a live stream I watched today, it was El Reno. So I'll tag her in this after the fact, but she's one of the people that I really like to watch. But something that she was talking about kind of reminded me that, you never did finish that series. So I started recording a series for you guys on this channel about end times philosophy and everything. And I was sharing some of my research as I was going through that. So where I started with that was that I saw the interview last year. There was a interview on Tucker Carlson's channel interviewing John Rich about his new song Revelation. And so some things that John Rich said in that interview really got me thinking and starting to question what I had always believed about the rapture and about end times. So it sent me on a deep dive, and I did some videos. I looked at them earlier. I guess that was like 5 months ago or so, but they're on this channel. And I started that, and I wanna say I got 3 videos uploaded about that, but then I never finished recording where I was going with that conversation. So, as I was commenting on some of Elle's videos today, um, it reminded me that, I started that whole series and I never did finish sharing what I was discovering in all of that. And I'm still discovering things, but, what it really brought up for me was a lot of, uh it got me, really trying to figure out. I had always been kind of a pre-trib believer, and if you don't know what that means, that is, people who believe that the rapture is going to happen before the 7-year tribulation begins. But when John Rich said some things, I believe, I don't wanna misquote him, but I believe he's a post-trib believer, which means he thinks we're all still going to be here. Even Christians are still going to be here through all 7 years of the tribulation. And then we're raptured or taken away or taken to heaven. So, anyway, I did a lot of research through all of that. And there's still so much more to share. And I don't want to go too deep into that whole thing tonight. But I think where my thoughts have landed as I have prayed for discernment and studied even deeper into scripture, trying to figure out really what God is trying to say. And I do think that the reason why there's so much controversy over that is because it is very difficult to understand. It's not just written in plain English for us to understand, when the rapture is going to happen, because like the Bible says that no man knows the hour. And if it was any clearer, we might be able to try to pinpoint a day or an hour. And please understand, I'm never trying to do that. I know that we can't do that, but I do believe that God wants us to be aware that we are living in the end times and that we have to prepare. We have an assignment here. And one of those assignments is to bring others with us to the kingdom of heaven, right? So um, it's good to be aware that we're living in those last days and that it's time to get your life right and be living for the Lord and to bring as many people with you as you can. So, anyway, with that said, um, I was commenting on Elle's video today, and we kind of got into a little bit of a discussion on that. So I do want to go deeper into that at some point. So you guys let me know if that's something that you want to discuss further or not. But where my research kind of landed me so far is that I no longer believe that it's pre trib. I don't think we're going to be raptured before the tribulation begins, but I do think we'll be raptured sometime between the beginning of the tribulation and the middle of the tribulation. I always had believed before that that the rapture was basically going to be the thing that set off the tribulation period. So now, as I've researched more and learned a lot more, I I'm somewhere, which, okay, so let me also say that I don't believe that any of these beliefs actually affect your um whether you're going to be allowed in heaven or not. I mean, I do believe that all that really matters is that you have a relationship with Jesus. He's not asking you to understand theology perfectly. I don't think we can anyway, but um he just wants us to have a relationship with him. And so this everything that I'm saying, it doesn't actually matter in the long run, but it's still something that I want to know better and understand better so that we can be watching for the signs so that we can help our friends and family that aren't believers so that we can show them, look, if you still don't believe, you got to look at the Bible and see all of these things that were predicted. How could somebody from 2000 years ago, and sometimes even further back than that, how could they have predicted exactly what we're living in right now? So that is one reason why eschatology has always been fascinating to me, so that I can know the signs and be able to show those to others to point them back to God, right? So, anyway, let me check my notes because now I know I'm just rambling. Also, I want to say that I did contemplate recording this video and then editing it so that, because when I'm streaming through StreamYard is what I use, and it doesn't let me, it keeps this video in like the 7 whatever it is pixel. It doesn't do 4K. So like if I'm live streaming or if I shoot a video from my phone, then it's a 4K video, but since I'm using StreamYard, it doesn't have the good video quality. But I knew that if I shot the video on my phone and then went to go edit it and take out all of my ums and pauses that I always have, I knew that that would bog me down, and then it would just give me an excuse to not get back into my DIY videos that I really need to be working on, because that's the channel that's actually experiencing growth right now. So that is why we're doing this live stream. But if people like the live stream format for this channel, um, I do feel like I should start doing some live streams more often because, like I said, El Reno. So let me tell you a little bit about her. She is an ex Jehovah's Witness, and her channel is mainly for Jehovah Witness. I don't know a whole lot about them. I'm learning a little bit because I watch all of her videos, and she's just got such a sweet spirit and great personality, but she's very encouraging to everybody. And, she's trying to reconnect with Jesus without what she learned as a Jehovah's Witness, right? So, anyway, I hope I explained all of that right. But anyway, her channel, in fact, I'll type it in the comments right now if anybody wants to look her up. And then once this video is posted just as a video on our channel, um, I'll tag her in it. But it's just ELLE, and then Reno, RENO is her channel name. So anyway, so as I was watching that, um, it made me think about the whole eschatology conversation, right? Hold on, I've got some more notes here. What else was I wanting to talk about? Okay. One other thing that I did want to mention too, um, I when I went back to look at my past videos about John Rich and everything and the whole what started this whole conversation, um, I did see where one of my more recent videos on this channel was about Dash and how she has exploded. And by the way, I looked back at that video, and back when I posted that, she was just getting to like 39,000 subscribers or something like that. And now she's over 75,000. And that was just back in October. So I just think that is so cool. But so anyway, I do like watching Dash as well because she's very inspirational, but she posts all the time. So here in a moment, I created a slideshow of some of my analytics because I want to show you guys like what is happening over on the DIY channel, just because I have taken Dodash's advice and been more active over there. So I still can only do one video a week, which is what I've always done on that channel, right? And that's why here on this channel, we kind of fell off the wagon a little bit because I stay so busy just trying to keep up with the DIY channel. I don't get to post over here as often as I would like. I'm hoping soon I can still post faith um content here on this channel, or content about mine and arts can't talk, mine and arts journey on this channel, and let it not interfere with what I'm doing on the DIY channel, if that makes sense. So, um, anyway, that's why I'm thinking maybe if I did a weekly live stream here just to talk about faith and things like that, that would allow me to share in that way without cutting into the time that I'm spending on the DIY channel. But here in a minute, I am going to show you those slides to show you what has happened with our DIY channel since the last video that I posted back in October to show how our channel had grown since I had discovered Dodash. So don't go away because I can't wait for you guys to see that part. So, um, let me see here. There was so much. Nope, I stopped my notes because that was where I was writing notes about one of Dodash's videos that I was watching, and it was making me think of all these things that I wanted to talk about. And I was in the middle of writing the notes when I started getting those white spots in my eyes. And that's when I thought I need to step away from this computer and take a break for a minute before I do the live stream. So, anyway, I'm still seeing the spots. So, I don't know what is happening, but um, hopefully it's nothing. Maybe it's just because I have these lights on me. Maybe I haven't looked at them at all, but maybe that's what is causing it. I don't know. But anyway, let me go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, I think. Yeah. Okay. So you guys can see this. Okay. This is the slides that I shared back in October, I believe. So we're going to start with what I had originally started with, which was this from September 30th to October 6th. So I'm just going to kind of recap these and then I'll show you the newest ones. But before I do that, I need to take a drink really fast. That's why that's why it's good when Art is here doing the live stream with me so that I can sneak a drink because when I'm the one doing all the talking, boy, my voice goes fast. Okay, so back, you can see, right? Can you guys see my cursor? Yeah, you can. Okay. So up here, you can see that was the week of September 30th through October 6th, right? And this was typical back then. Before October, we typically had like one video, one post per week. Okay. And this was our average weekly recap, 1,000 views, two new subscribers. That was about average back then. Well, at the reason why I started sharing this in the first place is because at this time I had just discovered Dodash. She posts daily, and so she encourages people to post daily. Well, I can't do a video every day, but what I decided was that I could do some community posts. I could create shorts, all those things. Even though I'm still going to stick to just one video a week, I can still do other things on the platform, right? So that is what I did. So the following week after that one, I did one video and three posts. See that there? And so that got us to 1,400 views and five new subscribers. And again, I do want to say this is on the DIY channel, not on this one, because this channel that you're watching me on right now, this is not our growing channel. This channel's been kind of stagnant, but that's also because I'm not on here as much. So anyway, this, if anybody's curious about YouTube, about the YouTube journey, that's why I wanted to share this. Okay. Now, the next week, October 14th through October 20th, I did a little bit more. I did my one video, but then I did two shorts and two posts. Okay. So remember, the previous week we got 1,400 views, and the week before that we got 1,000. So after this, we got 2,000, and we got five new subscribers, which at that time, that was the highest number of subscribers we had ever gotten in a 1 week period. Okay. Now, the next week, which is October 21st through October 27th, I did one video, two shorts, and three posts. And we got 2,100 views and we got four new subscribers. Okay. So this was the end of that slideshow that I used. This is what I used in that past video. Okay. So that was my September recap. And it was just saying that our hard work was paying off and we published more and got 44% more views than usual. So that's awesome, right? Okay. So then the next thing that I wanted to show you is I came across this post, or not post. I mean, I came across this vidIQ thing down here that says the 9,358 views, right? That was from May of 2024, which was our best month ever. So I created this post back in November because that's when I discovered that May was our highest view month ever. I discovered that in November. So I posted this and said, I've been looking back over some of our achievements with this channel. Apparently, May was our biggest month with us receiving the highest number of views in that month. We haven't had this many monthly views since that time. We typically average between 7,000 to 8,000 each month. So now I have a new goal to beat this number during November. Do you think we can do it? I'll keep you guys posted. Okay. So that became my goal, was to beat 9,358 views in November. Okay. Now remember what I said up here. We typically got 7 to 8,000 each month. Okay. So my goal was to go over that. So I was like aiming for like 9,500, right? For the month of November. So there's May. And here's November. We got to 10,312 in November. Okay. So when I did that, I thought, okay, let's try to get to 15,000 for December. Okay. What do you guys think? Do you think we did it? Do you think we got 15,000 in December? Here's December. You see that right here? December 2024 was your best month. 16,214. Isn't that amazing? I was so excited about that. So, my goal for January, one reason why I want to tell you this right now is because my goal for January is to get 20,000 for the month of January. So obviously today is January 14th. We're not to the end of the month yet, so I don't know if we're going to reach 20,000, but that is my goal and that's what I'm working really hard on. So, hey, by the way, anybody watching this, if you aren't subscribed to Second Mile DIY, please go blah, blah, blah. Please go subscribe. We really do have some great content over there and it's only going to get better because we have got so much coming up this year. It's going to be amazing, and um I even if you're not interested in home and garden content, please go subscribe anyway. I'm trying so hard to get us to 500 subscribers, and I'll show you where we're at here in a moment. But if you do go subscribe, come back here and comment and let me know what number subscriber you are because I love finding that out. So, like, just for an example, El Reno that I spoke about earlier, I actually discovered her because she was commenting on some DoDash videos, and so was I. So that's where we first discovered each other, right? Was on DoDash videos. And she had commented because she had like 990 subscribers. And so she said um, she was almost to 1,000. She had commented about that. And I thought, hey, I have a couple of channels, so I can go subscribe from each of my channels to get her over that 1,000 mark, right? So when I went to her channel, though, she was at 996. So I was able to become subscriber number 997, 998, 999, and 1,000. So I did that. I logged into each of my accounts, subscribed to her channel, and then went back and told her, hey, I just got you over 1,000. So that was awesome. And I like hearing from other people, like what number subscriber they are. So anyway, just share that if you can, if you happen to take notice of that. So moving on from this, what was the next slide that I used? Okay. So this is just a refresher, right? This is the last one I showed you guys from October 21st through October 27th. Now, I did forget to take screenshots during most of the month of November. I think the next screenshot is from later in November, but there were several weeks where I forgot to do that. So, um, anyway, just to show you from October 21st, October 27th, remember I was doing 1 video, 2 shorts, 3 posts. Oh, this is today's. Okay, this is today's weekly recap that just came out. So this is just to show you, like, from back then, I had increased myself all the way up to 1 video, 2 shorts, and 3 posts, right? And for this past week, we did 2 videos, 5 shorts, 1 live stream, and 4 posts. Okay? So, going back, okay, so this is for the past 3 weeks, just to show you the difference from, remember all of the analytics that I just showed you earlier, right? Um, this is just to kind of show what has happened since the end of December up until now. So, December 23rd through December 29th, we had 2,700 views. I've never had that many views in 1 month before. So, that was a shocking thing to see. And we got 15 new subscribers that 1 week. So that was huge too, because there for a while we were just starting to average about 15 subscribers a month. So to see 15 new subscribers in 1 week was so awesome. Okay. So then after December 29th, the next one's going to be December 30th through January 5th. Check this out, 4,900 views and 17 new subscribers. Isn't that amazing? So my goal for the following week was 5,000 views. We didn't get that. So I'll go ahead and spoil it and tell you we didn't even reach the 4,900 again, but we're still staying consistent and it's still growing. So I'm still happy with that. But man, once we get to 5,000 views in a 1 week period, I will be blown away, but I know it's coming because we're getting close. So here is this past week. We did still get 3,700 views in that 1 week, and we got 11 new subscribers. So anyway, so what is that? That's 15. So that'd be 32. 43. So 43 subscribers in a 3 week period. So that's not too bad, right? So then, mm, yeah, okay. So I was going to show you guys this. So we just hit 350 subscribers on January 2nd. Okay. So 350 subscribers on January 2nd. We had 16,400 views for that was just for the last 28 days, right? 468 watch time hours. Okay. Now, January 4th, this is 2 days later, we had gained, so we were at 358. So we had gained 8 subscribers just 2 days later, right? And then check out the views. So we went from 16,400 to 18,200 in the last 28 days. And then for the watch hours, we went from 468 to 501. So, hold on, before I go back, let me check and see if there's been any comments. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, wow, I know. Um, okay, so let me go back to this. Wait, am I still sharing? Yeah, I am. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now this is today's. Okay, so today we are now at 375 subscribers. 18,100 views for the past 28 days and 550 watch time hours. So I'm super excited about that. And then here are just a couple of extra highlights that we've hit just in the past like 2 weeks, some different milestones that we have hit that we've never hit before. So that's why I wanted to share these, was because I was really excited about these. So one of the shorts, I don't even know which short this was for, but one of the shorts that I had posted in the past week or two hit 2,000 views the day that it was posted. Like, it reached 2,000 the very day it was posted. We've had a couple of shorts get close to that, but it's usually months after they've been posted before they actually reach that number. So, oh, my lips are drying out so bad. I'm so sorry. Okay. So anyway, so that was one of my big things that I wanted to share was the 2,000 views on one of the shorts. And again, that happened the day that I posted it, which was pretty cool. So then the other big achievement, see this, we achieved this on January 11th. We hit 100,000 views on the DIY channel. And so we are now over the 100,000 view mark, which is very exciting. And then I don't know anybody watching if you're familiar with how YouTube works as far as monetization goes or anything, but the way that it works, if you aren't familiar, is in order for someone to get monetized, they have to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm losing my voice so bad. I'm so sorry. They have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the past 365 days. Okay. So it once you have gone 365 days, then you start losing watch hours every day. So anyway, I'll explain that to you a little bit more in a second. But um, anyway, you have to have the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Now you can get um, your first step of monetization when you reach 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. Um, you're able to there's a few things that you can do to earn some money on your channel. You just don't earn money through the ads that play. You don't get money from those until you hit 1,000 subscribers. But there are other things that you can do to monetize your channel at 500 subscribers. So that's why we're trying to get to 500 subscribers over there so that we can at least start with that first step of monetization, right? So anyway, so this is why I'm telling you that. So this was, I believe this was, yes, it was January 2nd. See, it says 4,000 hours of watch time. You found your groove and people are loving the videos you're creating. Keep it up. So, anyway, that was on January 2nd that we hit our 4,000 hours of watch time, which was really cool. The bad thing was that January 4th of 2024, we had gotten 210 hours of watch time on January 4th of 2024. So, of course, on January 2nd, when we hit the 4,000 hours, I'm thinking to myself, of course we hit 4,000 hours now because we're going to lose 210 watch hours in 2 days, right? So I was like, how on earth am I going to make up 200? Because we've never had a day where we got 210 watch hours other than that one day. I don't even think we've had a day where we had 100 watch hours in one day. So anyway, losing 210 watch hours was a big deal. So anyway, even though we hit our 4,000 hours of watch time, we no longer have 4,000 hours of watch time. As of January 4th, we started losing hours because that was our big day, right? So as soon as we hit that, then our last 365 days dropped by 200. So then we were around the 3,800 mark. But we are getting more watch hours right now than we did the rest of January 2024. So as each day goes, we're slowly making it up. We're not even to 3,900 yet, but we're almost to 3,900. So we just need like 150 more watch hours. But the sad thing is that for each day that goes by, not only do we still need those 150 extra watch hours, but we're losing like 30 watch hours per day from last year, from what's falling off last year. Hopefully, I explained that well enough that that makes sense to everybody. But anyway, let me see. Did I add any other slides after this? I guess that was it. Okay, that was it. So let me go back to StreamYard. Okay. Okay. There is so much more I wanted to share, but I can't remember because I stopped with my notes. But while I have you guys on here, um, comment whoever's, I don't know who's watching right now, but whoever's watching, comment where you're from. I would love to know where you're from or if you do follow us over on Second Mile DIY, let me know that. And if you don't follow us there, please do. Please do. It would help us so much. And like I've mentioned in past videos, it's not about the money. I promise it's not about the money. We really do feel like we've got a mission God has called us to share the things that we share. And there's so much more that we'll be revealing over the next few months that I can't wait to tell you about. But um, it would be nice with as much effort as we have put into this channel, it would just be nice to recoup a little bit of the cost of what we've had to spend to build the channel, right? I'm sure anybody out there could relate to not going to work for somebody, and working 50 hours a week for 3 years and not making an income. I mean, nobody would do that. So I think people can understand that. So anyway, if you could please subscribe, and not just that, but if you could share our channel with other people that you know, that would be awesome too. So anyway, I should probably start wrapping this up, but I want to tell you, in case you're curious, I got a list here of some of the videos that we are working on for the DIY channel. So we've got, and again, before I even say this, I do want to say, please do comment and let me know what you think about me doing some live streams over here on this channel just to talk about the faith stuff, or just regular conversations. Like, I want to the one reason that I do like the live stream format too is that it's not just me talking to the camera the whole time. I can actually converse with you guys in the comments. So that is another reason why I like the idea of live streaming. But anyway, for the DIY channel, we are still working on the winemaking video, which is so long. It's going to be so long. So I need to break it into parts because I have so much footage from the whole winemaking process. So I need to break that down because it's taking me way too long to edit. So anyway, the one that we'll probably post this week is about house plants. um, I've got one for fungus gnat control, just getting started with houseplants, things like that. And then here pretty soon, I need to do my seed starting video for the new year. And then I've got some stuff for beginner gardeners. Of course, I have mentioned the oyster mushrooms that I purchased for Christmas gifts, and we're going to be going through that whole process and watching the oyster mushrooms growing and all that stuff. So that's one that I'm working on editing right now. We also have a soil test video. We talked about this in our live stream last week for the DIY channel. Last week? That was just 2 days ago, I think. Anyway, or 3 days ago, something like that. Anyway, um, and then I want to do a deeper dive into our bathroom remodel because I never did finish editing a video that we recorded like 2 years ago over our bathroom remodel, and I need to finish that one up. Also, a deep dive into our DIY barn doors. We've got two different style of barn doors that we built here in this house, that we built ourselves so that we could save money. And I really want to show you guys how we did that, and compare the prices to show you how much money we actually saved by building it ourselves. And then we also have our laundry room remodel, which I think that'll be another good one that people would appreciate. And then also our garden redesign, we haven't shared that yet, but we did do a bunch of redesign during the fall of changing some of the garden around to prep it for this coming spring. And so I've got a bunch of footage that I still need to finish editing for that. And then, of course, we are still working on our cabinets or our countertops in the kitchen and finishing up our kitchen renovations. So those are things that you'll see pretty soon coming out. And then we've got some more tool review for budget tools, and some cabinet making videos, things like that. And then another thing I do want to go ahead and talk about this really quick too is that um, wi- uh, on our live stream the other day, I was talking about my nutcracker video that I did on the DIY channel recently. And something new that me and Art are doing this year is, or well, that we already did, I should say, but we're encouraging people to try to do it too. If anybody else is like us and still has their Christmas decorations up, please comment and let me know. Does anybody else out there still have their Christmas decorations up like we do? It's not because we want them up, it's just we just have not had time to take them down yet. So I'm hoping this week I'll have time to take those down. But anyway, we still have our Christmas decorations up. So one thing that we decided to do this year was to write down our goals for 2025. You know, a lot of people make New Year's resolutions, or they set goals for themselves or something. And when they do, you know, you may write them down. And I know a lot of people don't stick to their New Year's resolutions. I usually do. I usually try to change something, and I usually make it pretty far, I think further than the statistics say. But anyway, we wrote down some goals that we had for ourselves for 2025. But instead of just like writing it down in a notebook and then, you know, losing that paper or forgetting all of the different things that we wrote down, because we wrote down like a long list of not just the things that we plan to do, but the things that even in a dream world we would like to do, right? So just some of our hopes and dreams. And so the goal with that was that we would like to come across our list in basically a year from then to see what we were able to accomplish from that list. So what we decided was, instead of just leaving that in a notebook where we may never see it again, or it may be forever before we come across it again, we took our little letter that we wrote out to ourselves and we packed it away with our Christmas decorations, or well, the ones that I've taken down anyway. So if you haven't taken your Christmas decorations down, this is why I'm telling you this. So you can go ahead and write out your goals for the year, put it with your Christmas decorations, and then that way, come November or December, whenever it is that you bring your Christmas decorations back out, you'll find your letter again and it will remind you that these were your goals for the year. And you can go through and see what you managed to accomplish and, you know, maybe help revitalize you for the following year or whatever. So, anyway, I want to encourage other people to do that as well. And then maybe sometime around Thanksgiving of this year, 2025, we can all come back together and talk about our letters and show and share what we've accomplished from the letter and what we still have left to accomplish. And we can just encourage each other in that way. So, anyway, that is just one more thing that I wanted to talk about. And I know there's more, so I'm probably going to end this live stream. I'm going to go back and watch Elle and Doe Dash's videos, and then I'm going to remember all these things that I wanted to talk about. So maybe I'll live stream again tomorrow. Who knows? Oh, by the way, tomorrow I am going shopping with my mom for some house plants for her house. So if she'll allow me to, I may bring you guys along. Well, I will bring you along. I'm gonna shoot some video. I'm hoping I can convince her to be in some of the video. I think that would be awesome. But anyway, I will go ahead and wrap this up so that you guys can get back to your own lives. And if you did watch this all the way through, thank you for being here with me. Please do subscribe to both channels, would be awesome. But the DIY channel, again, is the one that we are actively growing right now. And if you see this in the future sometime, please do comment. Let me know where you were watching from and what you think of this format and things like that. So, anyway, thank you for being here. Remember to go the second mile today for someone in your life and with your resources. And I'll see you next time.